about my experience raising a child with special needs and how our family came to be involved with Central Kentucky Riding for Hope. My daughter Harper was born in the spring of 2013. At 2 months of age, Harper was diagnosed with a rare genetic disorder called Joubert syndrome. Joubert syndrome was first identified in 1996 and has an incidence rate of approximately 1 out of every 80,000 birds. There is a huge spectrum of symptoms associated with Joubert syndrome, although all children will have global developmental delays and very weak muscles. Other related symptoms may affect the eyes, the kidneys, the lungs, or the liver. Of these, my daughter Harper has abnormal eye movements with visual impairment and organ disease specific to her kidneys. Harper also experiences symptoms such as frequent outbursts of laughter and giggling, sudden outbursts of dancing to her favorite songs, uncontrollable fun in the pool, and uncanny determination and drive. Harper's father, Landon, and I attended our first biennial Joubert syndrome conference in 2013, and many of the parents that we met from all over the United States told us that one of the best things they ever did for their child was get them involved in therapeutic riding. They explained that horse therapy not only helped to build core muscles, but also helped the affected children learn to walk and better cope with behavioral issues. As fortune would have it, we live in the horse capital of the world, so my husband and I began counting down the days until we could get our daughter involved in therapeutic riding. Fast forward 4 years to the fall of 2017, and we made our first visit to the Central Kentucky Riding for Hope facility. My impression was that the CKRH staff understood my daughter better than most doctors I had met, and trust me, there have been plenty. I was assured that Harper would do well in the program, but I did have my doubts, because Harper has severe sensory issues with her head, and I did not know if she would ever be able to mount a horse, because that meant wearing a helmet. Well, I'm happy to report that on day 1, Harper, who does not wear her prescription eyeglasses, refuses to wear a hair bow or even a ponytail, did put on her riding helmet and mounted her first horse, Kiki, and has continued to progress ever since. And Harper, who rarely stops smiling, was sitting straight up on Kiki with the most serious face that I had ever seen her make. Harper has developed a very special relationship with her horse very quickly, and she becomes a stronger rider each session. Harper is confident and poised on her horse, and I have never been more proud of her than I am when she's riding. And you should see the grandmas when I take them to watch Harper ride their horse. Tears of joy are coming down their face. They cannot believe that that is Harper riding the horse. Even Dad, when he went to one of the lessons to watch her, he had his cell phone snapping pictures, taking videos, and he could not post them to Facebook fast enough when we got home. Therapeutic riding has helped Harper to improve her core strength and mobility, but more importantly, my daughter, who cannot run outside, who cannot ride a bike, who cannot play with the neighbors like her brother Davis, can certainly ride a horse. And I did anticipate that therapeutic riding would help Harper with her strength, balance, and gait, but never did I expect that riding would also focus on speech. Harper is nonverbal, and her team focuses a lot on getting her to say short phrases like walk on or trot, trot, and Harper does try with all her might to say those words. From Lisa Swanson to Shane Adams to the other volunteers that walk with Harper, I want to say thank you, and I am so grateful for the time and energy that you put into this program. I treasure your enthusiasm and your energy with Harper, and I think you are tremendous assets to CKRH. Yes, please. Obviously, this program wouldn't be what it is without the volunteers. And I think that the number and level of volunteers that pass through the doors speaks directly to the benefits of the programs of CKRH. I understand that there's even a core group of volunteers that have been with CKRH for decades. And you may be wondering, and I'm sure you already know this, that CKRH does offer more than just therapeutic riding. CKRH offers healing programs for veterans, equine assisted education in partnership with Fayette County Public Schools, and hippotherapy. Earlier this month, Harper began attending an all-day summer camp at CKRH called Horseability. And while she's at camp, she can get in some quality riding time while I can get in some quality rest time. While at camp, I am assured that Harper is learning, having fun, and in good hands. In closing, I want to share that I have only ridden a horse a handful of times, but my good friend Ashley Van Meter, who's here tonight sitting at table 21 looking as beautiful as ever, she's been riding since she was a child, and she shared with me her personal philosophy on horse riding, and a quote. Helen Thompson wrote, "In riding a horse, we borrow freedom." Ashley said that this is so true because whether you are a para-Olympian or a U.S. Olympic rider, you feel the freedom that horse offers you through its athleticism and strength. I can see this with Harper because on her horse, my daughter is courageous, overcoming her weaknesses, feeling strong and shining bright. Harper has accomplished so much in 6 months, and I am hopeful that she can accomplish not only the goal of independently walking, but also independently riding her horse someday. Harper's now standing in the 2-point position for short intervals of time. She's also doing some intermittent trotting, and there is talk of using a traditional saddle. My daughter, who has thrown many tantrums in fancy outfits, is wearing her first pink princess dress tonight. So please give her a big round of applause when we step outside and she sashays out on Kiki. Thank you so much.